Hey everybody, welcome in. Can you guys hear and see me okay? Just want to double check. Gosh, it feels like forever since we did this. I see the notification went out. I just want to make sure you guys can hear and see me. Oh. Okay. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Spartman. So let me go back in the chat here and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on. So we're going to have Gwen at Cowgirl Homestead tonight. And I got a funny story for you about that. Hey, Spartman, I'm glad that you are finally thawed on the east side of the state. How are your baby chicks doing? Growing big, I guess. Hey, Charlie, Fallen Arkansas veterans. Hey, Holman's Homestead, which is Doug and Carolyn and Daniel. You guys make sure you keep, you know what I mean, right? Watching Holman's Homestead, because I'm sure they would appreciate you watching. Wink, wink. Same thing with the Cow Emporium, you guys. Hey, Fox Holler Homestead. Hope you guys are doing well. Dusty, Regina, and family. Hey, lazy days ahead. I hope Jesse and Lisa are doing good. I'm glad everything's well by you, Spartman. Went from 3 feet of snow to nothing in around a week. Yeah, no kidding. 19 inches here, and that was last week. And then we went into this warm week, and it was incredible, like record setting at Rapid City Regional Airport. Here we had about 74, which is delightful. And then today we're getting snow again over here. Just a dusting, nothing big. So it's incredible. Crazy, crazy. Thanks, Jesse, for doing that. Hey, Idaho Rogers. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Carla, living a rogue life. Welcome in. I sent you a message on Instagram. Wanted to say thank you for the card. Appreciate you so much. And I'll explain why it took me a long time to get to the post office. Hey, Farm Fresh. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Alicia. I am in the banana belt. That's right. 57 today. That's awesome. And sun after 2 weeks of rain. Very cool. So I'm just going to check and make sure Gwen's not having any issues. Gwen, I don't see you back there. Are you having any issues? We had a DJ here that would call random people around the country and try to tell them they raise bananas in Rapid City. Yeah, right. Although they'd have better luck than we would. Let's see here. Oh, I see her back there. Okay. I see her back there. So she's doing good. I'll be with you in 1 second, my friend. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a week here. Hey, Grace and Fire, Glenda. Hey, CB at Hugo Homestead. Hope you guys are doing well. Lazy days ahead. Thanks for moderating. The beautiful and talented Lisa Colovi is off tonight because she is out celebrating her birthday late with friends. So I'm going to bring Gwen up. How about that? Let's bring her up. Gwen, you done picking your nose back there? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's got a good sense of humor, so I had to do that to her. I'm going to bring her up.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You're live.
I know.
Okay.
But I can't hear anything on either.
Huh. Try. Bear with me, guys. All right. Bear with me, guys. Oh. Can you hear now? All right. Bear with me, guys.
Maybe I should turn my phone up. It might. Nope, it's up.
Can you hear now?
Leave it to me for technical difficulties.
It's okay. You're doing great. Can you hear?
Nope. Try
Um,
something. I'm gonna mute. Unmute.
Bear with us, guys.
Because if I use my tablet to listen, it'll interfere, right?
Only. Oh, you can't hear me. Hold on. Can't hear me. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Do you have interference?
Can't hear me. Hold on. A little bit.
Now? On my tablet, I can. It's not on my phone through my earbuds.
Okay, so
Hold on. A little
If-
bit. On my tablet, I can.
so are you looking at the Melon window only, or do you have YouTube open?
That's giving you feedback.
Are you looking at the Melon window only, or do you
have YouTube open? That's giving you feedback.
I'm thinking.
Melon window only, or do you have YouTube open? That's giving you feedback.
I'm thinking. Anybody have ideas? Anybody have ideas?
Let me try something. I'll just
Okay.
plug this and use
Bear with us, guys.
my phone. Let's see if that works.
Okay, can you hear me?
Barely.
Okay, can you hear me now? So you're looking at your iPad, correct?
Tiny. That is weird. Nope.
You still can't hear? Bear with us, guys. Let's get this settled for her. This is her first time being live, so I want it to work.
Try something else.
I'm just typing into her. Can you?
See if that works.
Does that work? Can you hear me now? How about
I
now?
have my earbuds. Yeah, with my plugged into my tablet.
And is it working? She's laughing. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, good. You did it.
I have a huge lag, but
You have a huge, oh, there's always a lag. There's always a lag, but you can hear me. Here.
yes.
So look down
Hi,
below.
everybody.
Look down below at the comment.
I can't read that.
Okay. It says, I would suggest that.
This is the camera.
Yeah. Jessie said, I would suggest that she try logging in using her phone and then follow along on her iPad on YouTube. I mean, if either way, just one device works too, I think.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. You think we can make this work?
Yeah, it's working now. I just need to look here instead of there.
Yes. Yes. Well, you look beautiful.
Y'all, this is my first time.
I know. You're
Oh,
doing
thank
great. You're doing great. All right. So I missed a bunch of people in the chat. I'm going to go back to the chat real quick. So you guys, thanks for bearing with us. I appreciate y'all. I am honored that Gwen is here, her first time live. And the funny story that I mentioned earlier was I just never thought Gwen would want to go live, so I never asked her. because she don't want to put her face on camera, none of that stuff. And I asked her, and she was like, "Yeah." So thank you. All right, let's see here.
And I'm not shy. I'm not shy at all.
I don't see you being shy. All right. So we have, let's see here. Let's see who we have in the chat. So I said Grace and Fire. Glenda is here. CB from Cowgirl Homestead is here. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Ann, Little Frenchie in Big Texas. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. And the girls and Jake. Let's see who else we got here. Carla, I said hello to earlier. Just trying to get through everything. And the feedback is all gone, you guys. Let's see. Spartman, sign language time. You are something else. Hey, Jerry Rigsit. Thanks for coming by. Let's see. I just want to catch up real quick. Oh, thanks, Alicia. It's okay. We're patient. We love you. Thank you. Let's see here. I just want to go through real quick. Hey, Vineyard Chicks. Susie Jacobson. Thanks for being here, y'all. Hey, Bar Run Forge. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Leanne Mennonite Farmhouse. Welcome in. Oh, man. I feel like I am super behind. Let me just look. Our Treasured Home. Nancy, hello. If I missed you, just like give me the finger in the chat or something like that. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Wave at me and say, hey, you missed me. Let's see here. I try to keep it family friendly. Sorry about that. Slipped out every once in a while. So anyway, so Gwen saved my butt this week. Let me tell you why. Yeah, I know, Rogers. Thank you. So Gwen saved my butt this week because last week the reason why I canceled is because I couldn't move. Apparently I've moved the wrong way, and that was it. Couldn't stand, couldn't sit. My back was in a bad spasm, and then I did all this resting, and then my tailbone was killing me. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So she gave me some really cool exercises that have been really helpful. So thank you, Gwen.
You're welcome.
And
you
yes,
saved my butt this weekend too. This week.
Oh,
with this YouTube stuff.
I know it. So let's get on with that. And yes, Vineyard Chicks, exactly. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm backpedaling because I realized you were in the chat and that was inappropriate. So I apologize, ladies. But yes, I'm glad that you have a good sense of humor. Thank you so much, ladies. So yes, I want you. Well, first, I'm sure everybody knows who you are, but replay people may not. Some other people may not. So introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your channel, and then I understand you have some big news that you want to share.
Well, apparently, baby goats make YouTube blow up.
Yeah, so share about you.
Especially when the first one that had babies had 7. But about me, I'm just me. Been married 38 years. We moved here, oh gosh, March of 1989, to property that has been in my husband's family since 1850. And his grandparents both had cattle. My parents had cattle. His parents did not. They moved away, lived all over Texas, and then we met in high school. got married, and 5 years after we got married, we moved here. And we had all this land, and I was like, we need to do something with it. So it's funny, we started with one cow. He wired a house for his great uncle, and he gave him a cow for that. And then he fed his cows for him, and he gave him another one. And I don't know what he did for the third one, but that was our starting cattle. And the first time we bred them, they all three had heifers, so we kept those. And then, you know, we just kept keeping heifers and kept keeping heifers and grew our herd.
How many do you have now?
I can't hear you. Okay, I got you. How many do we have now? About 50 head.
Wow.
We were up to 130 before the drought in 2011 or 12. And it was horrible drought. Tanks went dry. We had no water, and we were hauling water to them. The cattle property is on the other side of town, and we were hauling 700 gallons of water 3 times a day, and they were drinking it as fast as we could dump it. So
That's a lot of
ended
water.
up selling probably about 85% of the herd just to save it, you know, they didn't die. And we've just never put our numbers back up that high again. It's too chancy.
The drought in Texas lasted how long? Because I know that it was pretty significant and it affected hay.
That one was about a year. Well, it was that summer. I mean, it was wet that spring. It dried up and it got 100 degrees, and it was 100 degrees for months.
Wow. Our current drought,
No, it was just dirt.
it was
no
just
grass.
dirt.
And we were very blessed that we had hay.
Absolutely, absolutely. Our current drought, and I was reading up on it the other day.
Not enough to feed 130 head, though.
Exactly. 2019 is when our drought has been going on since. Here.
Right. Well, I mean, our winters are nearly always super wet. Super wet. Like, we average anywhere from, our average is 50 inches of rain a year. But some years we have 70. But it's all kind of in the wintertime, you know, October through March. And then we get a few showers through the summer.
Do you experience flash flooding by you?
Do we experience what?
Flash flooding?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like the 6 inches of rain that we had, I should have went to town. Because when the water gets out, I say to town, to the other side of town where our cattle's at, the water gets out and you cannot get to them. Gets out of we have a creek that runs through the place, and water gets over the roads. You can't go to town. You can't, I mean, you just have to stay at home.
Mm-hmm. I never experienced it until I was in Houston with a friend, and they got a lot of rain, and I'm trying to think of when that would have been, what month. I can't recall, but I couldn't believe it, how much it rained and how quick the flooding happened.
in, it was 1994. We moved here in 89. Of course, I come from West Texas, where we didn't have rain. I didn't know what rain was. I didn't know what green was. And I didn't know what tropical depressions were, or hurricane, really. I mean, I'd heard of it, but I didn't know what it was. And it rained, oh no, 4 or 5 days, 25 inches.
Man, that's incredible. That's incredible. I couldn't imagine.
But I didn't know. I didn't know it was bad. I just knew it was raining.
Yeah. Let's see here. So let me just look. Idaho Rogers said the Idaho drought is officially over. We have 220% above average snowfall this year. That, yeah, you guys have had a lot of snow. That's incredible. Morning, Blue, my pixie. No worries, Leanne. Say hello to the farmer. Have a good evening. So why don't you tell everybody the good news if you feel it's a good time to share it?
Well, I don't know what my number was, my sub number, what it was when I posted the video of honeysuckle having 7. I recall 551, it being 551 for I don't know how long. And then she had them on March 31st. I posted the video April the 1st. And I still didn't really pay that much attention. I'm playing on YouTube, playing on Facebook, whatever. And I wrote it down. I started keeping track. I think it was like Wednesday. I looked and my sub was like 850 and I was like, oh. So, here I am, no sleep. Not sure that this is what I'm seeing. And because I've been waiting on baby goats, checking every hour. I got, after honeysuckle had her babies, the next day Poppy had hers and she only had 3. And I videoed it, posted it. And then I think Magnolia was 4 or 5 days after that. And those videos, the numbers are still climbing. I'm at 1260.
Wow. That's incredible. So
it's crazy.
It is. So you've had a whirlwind. You've got all these baby goats now. And now you've applied for the partnership. Ooh. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, we've been working on that.
Yeah, it's a process. That's for sure.
Thank you for all your help.
Oh, no worries. You've been doing it all. I'm bad. Like once I do something, I can't remember how it goes. But you've been getting through it.
I'm that way too. I screenshot every step.
Yeah. So now you just, you're good to go. Now you can sit back and roll in with the big money.
Wait for one more email. I guess. Yep. I don't know.
It's a process. Idaho Rogers said she is YouTube famous now. I can officially say I knew her when. And so everybody's saying congrats.
Well, we've known each other since probably 1999.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Dark Lord Minette, hope you're doing well. You be quiet. Come here. Diesel, come say hi.
I fully expected mine to start barking.
Yeah. Mine will start because he's just attention starved, because he's been sleeping all day. So now he wants attention. So
Well, I have my two, and then I have my daughter's mini Aussie babysitting this weekend, and the grandson.
that's awesome. So tell everybody what other animals you have there. I know, but not everybody knows.
Well, I have chickens and I have goats and cattle.
Diesel.
You adopted me. Yeah, my kids think of him as uncle. So
You have a
yeah, I
coop
can't
of.
hear you.
Thank you. Charlie just fallen Arkansas veteran was like, "Hello, Lisa, you're muted." I'm trying to mute it because Diesel keeps barking. You have a coop of bantam chickens, right?
Yes, I have a coop of bantams. I have my main coop with my layers, and then some babies in the back room in the brooder. I have a broody bantam that I'm fixing to put some eggs under, and I have 36, I think, eggs in, maybe 30 meat bird chickens in the incubator that should be hatching pretty soon.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm gonna take care of my dog here. Diesel, come here. Come here. Come here, pup. He's gonna stand on the stairs and just stare at me and have a staring contest. So yeah, so you've had an exciting week. What's that?
Sorry.
No good.
What's he barking about?
He wants my attention. That's what Spartman said. Yep. No, I'm gonna stay arm's length away and be a butthead. That's exactly what he's doing. No worries, Vineyard Chicks. Have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. He's been sleeping all day, and Ryan's watching TV with his headphones on, and here he comes. You gonna come say hi to Gwen? Come here, bub. Come here. Come here. Oh!
You can't pick him up.
I can't. I don't want to hurt myself, but he's just ridiculous. If I can get him to sit next to me, he'll stop. Come here. Come sit. Sit. Anyway, he, like Spartman said, he's going to be here, be a butthead. Now he's getting his jowls rubbed. He's doing okay. Bad dog. So what else is going on with you?
Everything's broke. Everything's broke. And more things keep breaking. Usually they come in threes. I think we're on like 10.
Is it stuff you've had for a while, or is it stuff that, like, because I feel like I buy appliances every year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my washing machine, there's no telling how old it is. And when we went to go get parts for it, the lady said, "Oh, these don't ever die. You can get parts for them." Yeah, and it was like $3 to fix it.
Oh, geez. Jeez.
Yeah.
We've had the opposite.
It started with the commode cracking at 3 o'clock in the morning and leaking water all over the floor.
Oh my God. It's hard. It's hard.
And I don't know. It's just been one thing after the other. Yesterday, we went to a viewing. A neighbor passed away, and we drove my mother-in-law's car because she went to. And we left the funeral home. He had to go to the parts store to get a battery for something, I don't know what. And her car starts choking and gagging and spitting and sputtering. And so he came home. He put the scanner on it. It's got some bad spark plugs, apparently. So he went and got that today. And I guess he put them on there. I don't know. Thankfully,
I'm sorry.
I have a man that can fix anything.
That's so important. And I'm sorry to hear about your neighbor.
He was just the sweetest man, but 87 years old.
Oh, God bless him. 87. Wow. Well, it's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. I apologize. He's a bad dog.
Oh, yeah, I cut my finger off almost.
Is it healing?
Through the fingernail, halfway through the fingernail on one side. I haven't taken the bandage off to look at it.
I don't blame you.
I've been wearing blue nitrile gloves when I go do outside chores and when I wash dishes.
Alicia at Farm Fresh says, gotta hear that story.
Oh, it's cutting up collards. Toucan. And de-stemming them, rolling them up, cutting and using the biggest knife I have. Didn't get my finger all the way.
Jeez. You got to be careful, girl.
I got it out of the way when I done it. I was like, oh, my Lord.
Yeah, that's the worst. So folks are saying ouch in the chat, and they're also giving their condolences for your neighbor in his passing.
And when I picked my collard, I mean, you've seen the pictures of my collard row. It's not very long. And I didn't expect a whole lot. 23 pounds.
Wow.
And so I was like, I don't want to put all this in the freezer. So I was like, I'm going to can them. And National Center for Home Food Preservation says you need 18 pounds for 8 pints. I had 23 pounds and I canned 6 quarts and 9 pints.
Wow. Wow. Carla at Living a Rogue Life, and I have the comment up there. It says, I hurt just thinking about it. Gwen was trying a new recipe, collards and ladyfingers.
Ladyfingers. Yeah.
Hey, Grown with Hudson.
Collars and bacon goes together much better.
Yeah. And Xander says you do it 1,000 times and it's the 1,001 time that gets you.
Yes. I mean, I was tired. I was sick of cutting up collards, but I was bound and determined I was going to get them done and cut up, wilted, and then in the refrigerator, can them the next day.
Yep.
And chop no finger.
Sparkman said, oof, duh. And hey, Veronica, Shawcan Ranch, thanks for being here. And there was another, hold on a minute, there was another one. No, I think I got it all. Oh. I want to go back. Let's see.
What have you been up to this week besides your back?
That's it. There wasn't much going on. So last Friday, you and I had planned to go live.
So you was
Last Friday, you and I planned to go live, and then I had to cancel on you because I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, and so there was no way I could sit here. Thanks, Q, Growing with Hudson. Have a good day at work tomorrow. So then I canceled with you, and then Saturday was better. Sunday was pretty good, and then low about Monday through until yesterday was not good. And that's when we had beautiful warm weather, 74 degrees, 60 degrees, all those days. And today we had snow. And so today I was feeling better and we had snow and cold. So that's fine. I'm just resting it for now so that I don't injure it further. So not much going on except, plant starts and that's really about it. I mean, chores, obviously, when I was able to do them, I did them. Ryan did them a few days for me to help me out.
Well, I've got 4 little tomatoes that I did not plant. That's it. Everything else is already planted. Most of my tomatoes are I think they're starting to bloom. You see the little tiny blooms. My peppers have already got pepper. My shishito pepper in the commode has peppers on it.
Wow. That's awesome.
My corn is about knee high.
Wow. I thought it was, what is it? Isn't it knee high by the 4th of July?
That's what Rich with Leo Sweets Farm says, but we don't have a saying like that here. Supposed to get it in the ground Valentine's Day. I didn't, but
I think that's a northern thing. I think that's a northern thing because if knee high by the 4th of July, usually you've got corn by August. Let's see, because they used to say it in
my corn usually gets picked in late April, May.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a northern thing.
Plant something else.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When I grew up in New York, they said it like all the dairy farms in New York State and also in Connecticut, they would say it. Let me just go to the chat real quick.
Bottle Baby's doing great.
Aw. Who's the lucky bugger, Xander? Are you talking to me? Hey, let's see here. Who we got? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Xander. So jealous that anyone that says they're getting 60s and 70s, I'll start throwing snow at them again. Charlie was 87. Fallen Arkansas veterans. Let's see. Oh, how's the little battle baby? Norman's doing well.
I don't think Norman's little anymore.
Norman's not little. He's over 50 pounds. And I was laughing because a friend of mine on Instagram said, you do realize when it gets really hot, he's going to want to come in the AC.
He looks like a little bowling ball to me.
He does. He's so good, though, because I have to tell you this. So when Ryan was, one of the days Ryan was helping me do chores, because if I could do it, I did it. It's just I couldn't carry buckets of water. So I'm trying to be smart about it. So it was really funny. We go down there, and we go to feed Norman first. And I don't know, I think Ryan came up behind me, and I was moving so slow, I didn't get the feed in his dish yet. So I moved out of the way to let Ryan do the water first so he can move on. And he looks over and he says to me, he goes, "Look at Norman. He's sitting." Norman was just sitting there like this, patiently waiting. I didn't even have to tell him to sit. It was so cute. So he just sits there. He looks so cute. I think I have a picture of him.
Would you tell him to sit?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But he did so well with it. I want to show Charlie the picture because he's really cute. I don't know if you can see it. Oh,
But
there
in
we
the
go.
videos that you've posted, he just looks round from every side.
Well, if I get a video of him right after he ate, he is round on every side. He's like a baby in a diaper. He eats, his belly gets huge. He's a good boy. He's going to be my
He's
pet
cute.
piggy. So, are you keeping any of the kids?
I want pigs again.
Do you?
Pigs.
No. Are you keeping any of the goat kids?
Oh, kids. I thought you said pigs. Yes, I'm keeping the bottle baby.
Oh, how cute.
I'm keeping the bottle. Her name is Chevy, which it's a word about this long. I looked up because all of them are flowers and other H names because she's honeysuckle, and there was like hyacinth and hydrangea, and I'm like, no. So I Googled other words for honeysuckle, and the French word for honeysuckle is chevrelet, but it's not spelled anything like what that sounds like. But anyway, Chevy.
Oh, that's cute. Good night, Homestead. That's awesome.
No, I'm not naming it Dave.
Oh, you guys are good
We've
friends,
had
I
that
can tell.
conversation. Oh yeah. He's pretty much my best friend. Has been for 20 years. More
Aw.
than 20 years probably now.
Aw. Well, see, that's me
He
and Lisa.
came, oh gosh, I don't even know what year it was. He came and he and I went to A&I class at the Siemens place in College Station. It was a week-long course, and we had a blast.
That sounds
It's cold,
fun.
but we had a blast.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, Annette, Annie's Kitchen. That's good to have good friends like that. I know Lisa Colovi since kindergarten. Can
I
you
haven't known him that long, but might as well have been since kindergarten.
So I want to throw it out to the chat. Do you guys have any questions for Gwen? Because I am feeling like I got the premiere. What do you call it? Your like live debut on YouTube. Yeah. Nothing says true friendship like both of you having your arms up the same cow's butt.
True.
Alicia.
Wearing coveralls because it was cold.
Oh, I bet. Alicia at Farm Fresh, what do you mean the circle? I'm confused. Hey, Bev Bakken, no worries. You're not late at all. Welcome in. Deepest so Alicia at Farm Fresh wants to know what is your deepest, darkest secret or your most embarrassing story that you're willing to share on YouTube because we're all watching, you know.
Most embarrassing story would probably be, I don't know, my daughter was about 9 months old, 10 months old, potty trained. She's going to love this, but she won't see it. Easter Sunday. Closing prayer. And she's like, Mama, I got to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, you can wait. And I'm like, you can wait. You can wait. No, got to go. So to get to the bathroom of our church, you have to walk from all the way up to the front and go through a door downstairs into the bottom part of it. And again, it was cold. This is back in the day of pantyhose. And the stairs had carpet on them, and I had they weren't high, but they had little bitty pointy heels on them, and it was green shag carpet. And I got maybe 2 or 3 steps from the bottom, and my heel hung in that carpet. Both legs folded under me on my shins, and I just boom, 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 down the stairs on my shin, and it hurt so bad. And I just kind of rolled her out on the floor and sat there for a minute, looked at my legs. My pantyhose were not ripped, but my shins were bloody. So we get everything taken care of, go back up the stairs, start down through all the pews, and every person sitting in the pew, Amanda says, Mama fell down the stairs. Mama fell down the stairs. Mama fell down the stairs. I'm like, shut up. It's funny now. It wasn't then.
No, I could totally feel that. Oh my gosh, that's quite the story. Idaho Rogers wants me to ask you for the chili recipe.
Oh. Wants to ask what?
Your friend wants
see what he put.
Here. Ask her for the chili recipe.
No. No.
She
We
declined.
talked about this, me and him, the other day. He has my chili recipe. I don't give my chili recipe out.
There you go.
Just don't. It's special.
You go, girl. Carla at Living a
Yes,
Rogue Life.
I do live close to College Station.
There you go. Let's see. Hey, Sarah, homesteading hustle, no worries. Oh.
He told me I should make chili, make a video, make chili, and don't put the recipe up there, just throw the stuff in.
I like that idea.
And that's kind of how I do it anyway, but.
There you go. Carla said I would love to see a full farm tour of your place. Just throwing that out there.
A full farm tour of our place. Well, as of right now, we still have logs everywhere.
I bet.
Because we had timber cut. And this is horrendous. And getting around this time of year in the cow pasture is almost impossible because it's so muddy.
Yeah.
But I may attempt it once it dries out a little bit.
Going back to your kid story, Alicia had said embarrassing, not terrifying horror story. When you were telling your story about you and your daughter.
Well, that was pretty embarrassing.
I bet. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Xander says we want food recipe. And let's see.
Idaho has had my chili many occasions.
Does your chili have beans or chocolate or cinnamon or beer? There you go. You know where Ryan gets his chili recipes from? You're going to laugh.
I'm 34. I
The
cooked
Marlboro
chili
cookbook.
for a FFA fundraiser. And I think there was like 150 people showed up, maybe a little bit more. And there was a lot of people came for seconds. And I cooked, Frito pie or chili. And it was 30 pounds of hamburger meat.
Wow. Ryan gets his from the
No
Marlboro
beans.
cookbook, and then he adapts the meat sometimes because we have game instead of beef. Sarah at a homesteading hustle said, "No beans in your chili?"
No beans.
I would love your chili because beans do not like me at all.
If we're Southern or not. I don't know. There are people in Texas that put beans in chili. Not many, but there are.
Yep. Lazy Days Ahead, they won the blue collar chili contest. The chili they cooked, they have a video on it. Yep. Is no beans a Southern thing? No, right?
I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. We might have been married 6 months, probably not even that long. It was the first November after we got married, so 4 months. And we went to Terlingua for the chili cook-off. It's a big deal in Texas. And I tasted some of the worst chili in my life. Oh, it was horrible.
Farm Fresh said, "Gwen, I'm in Ohio, but my boss is in Houston.
No,
She
you're not.
said she would fire us if we put beans in our chili."
See, no beans in chili.
Yeah, I'd totally go for the no bean thing. Ryan made chili one time and it had cocoa powder in it. Again, out of the Marlboro cookbook. So it had cocoa powder and it had some spice in there. It smelled divine. Like it smelled really, really good. I took one bite of that and my tongue burned off. And I said, "We're done." Done.
Well, my chili doesn't have that many ingredients. Flour, chili powder, onion powder, garlic salt, cayenne pepper, home canned tomatoes, and ground beef, salt and pepper.
Love it. Love it. Carla said, "I've cooked Cassie chili for years, even went to Terlingua. Chili beans and
But
rice
the
is
amounts are the secret."
okay. Secret's out. Yep. And let's see. She took second place in the margarita contest in Terlingua.
I think I took first place in the margarita contest at Margaritaville when we took our cruise, and I haven't had a margarita since. It was bad.
Daz said, "Good day, everyone. He's here to ban people who don't like beans and chili." Hey, Daz. Yeah, the chocolate was good, Jesse. The chocolate was excellent. It was the other spices that he added. I just couldn't do it. And I like spicy food, but if it's burning my face, I'm not eating it. Sarah at a homesteading hustle said, "Drinking margaritas, I'm in."
It's good.
Nah. If there's no flavor and I'm just burnt, I don't want it. I want flavor.
Oh no, you gotta have flavor.
Yeah. Spartman, that's kind of weird. Chili with cinnamon rolls?
I've heard that. Cinnamon rolls with chili. I think that's like Indiana on up there, the northern thing.
Wow. Interesting. So y'all got any more questions for Gwen? I'm just curious. I'm just looking through the chat. Carla says I don't drink them, I just make them. I like to drink them, but like after like 2, you're on the floor. Oh, Blue said, I'm happy to take one for the team and have anyone's margaritas if no one wants them. Farm Fresh said, nope, we got the chili recipe. We're good now.
And you didn't get the chili recipe. You got the ingredients, but how much?
Oh, that is so funny. So what kind of plans do you have for your channel coming up?
Oh, baby goats.
Lots of baby goats.
I mean, milking will start soon. I have had to, because I'm bottle feeding the one, I have milked a little bit so that I have milk to feed her. But not separating the babies all night like they will probably in another week or so.
So when you start milking after you wean them, is that how it works with goats?
Do I mean that as what?
When it comes to baby goats, do you start milking after you wean them from the mama?
No, it's usually at 2 weeks.
Oh.
You start separating at night. Separate the little babies at night, and then you milk in the morning, put the babies back with the mom, and they're with her all day, nursing.
Oh. And how old are they when you wean them completely?
Milk share.
Gotcha.
Usually about 8 weeks.
Oh,
Mama
cool.
usually starts weaning them, kicking them off at 8 weeks.
Gotcha. That's
Especially
awesome.
little bucks. Little bucks are like annoying.
They're so cute.
And I have 7.
You got a lot. Your friend said, don't let Gwen fool you. Most talented person I know, best cook ever, great artist, quilt maker, better doctor than most, and a mediocre dancer.
Oh, hush up about my dancing. I have never seen him dance.
I hope there wasn't dancing and margaritas going on.
There was once. Twice.
I knew it.
We went out dancing one time. Him, I, and my husband. And he was buying me these little drinks in, like, what are those things called? Oh, shoot. They were like in a test tube looking thing.
Yeah.
And they tasted like sweet tarts. Yeah, I was not in good shape that night. So if he danced that night, and he probably danced with me if he did, I don't remember it.
Oh, man. I've got plenty of nights like that. Hey, Lori's World. Hey, Nisi Free Hanley. Carla at Living a Rogue Life says, oh, my God, Gwen, you quilt too. We have so much in common. I want to meet you. I have to meet you.
Yeah, I started quilting with my grandma. I stayed with my grandmother every summer from the time I was in the 2nd grade until my freshman year in high school. We moved back to the town where she was at. And I wouldn't trade any of those summers for anything in the world because she taught me so much.
Wow. That's awesome. Hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Check out my community page, by the way, Rebecca. Thank you very much for the stickers. I'm sending you some as well. Well, guys, if you don't have any questions, we're kind of over our hour. So does anybody have any last minute questions for Gwen? I'm so glad you came on tonight.
I've enjoyed it.
Me too.
Really enjoyed it.
And it goes to show you, don't assume, ask, because I would have had you on a long time ago. You know what I mean?
You know, I sat out in the barn probably a year ago or more. I sat out in the barn with my phone, and I'm like, I can do this. I can do this live. I was going to do baby goats, and I can do this. I'm trying to do live, and it tells me you got to enter all kind of stuff, and I'm like, oh, forget that.
Yep. The first time I went to go live, you had to enter and wait 24 hours because I didn't know about StreamYard or anything at the time. We set all that up, and the power went out. I was like, are you kidding me? So I had to redo everything. It was such a pain.
That's the way things go here, too.
Yeah. Same thing was I had Portage View Farm was supposed to be on one time, and that was the day that Facebook and Instagram and everything went down. And we never could get our schedules back together because everybody's so busy. So it was just hard to do. So, but, well, Gwen, we've really enjoyed having you tonight.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Enjoyed it.
Congratulations on all the baby goats, and congrats on hitting some huge milestones. Well, Gwen,
you know, I never even gave that a thought.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
Just happened.
Hang on a minute while I end the live, okay? Because I'll talk to you backstage, all right?
Okay.
All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good evening. Thanks
Bye,
for being
y'all.
here.